Hello and welcome to the Kayden Show, today's best country mix. And joining me right here today is Shelley Speck. Shelley, how are you?
I'm great. Delighted to be here, man.
Oh,
Great.
absolutely. We're so happy to have you here with us today on the show. So why don't we start by telling everyone a little bit about you and how you got started in your musical journey? Let's learn a little bit about you.
Okay, cool. I started writing songs and singing and playing guitar when I was around 12 and 13. And at the age of 13, I played the world famous troubadour in Los Angeles on Sunset, where like a lot of people got their start. You know, Linda Ronstadt, Eagles, Elton John played there, but everybody still plays there because it's a great venue. It's got a great vibe. So I played two original songs that I wrote, and I was 13 at the time, and one was called "We Can Do Better," about Robert Kennedy, and the other one was a teenage angst, "A Million Miles from Peace." And the reception was amazing. It was so warm and so lovely. And then I started doing like shows that my momager would book me at, which wasn't quite as nice. But, and then in seventh grade, eighth grade, I won the talent contest in my school. And from there, I just kept writing. And by the time I was like, and then I played little gigs. I did some top 40. And then in my top 40 arrangements, you have to learn, like, I don't know, whatever the top 40 is, you have to learn by next week to satisfy your clients.
Hmm.
So from there, I started throwing in my originals, and people would come up and say, "You need to play your originals." I did. So I decided that I would put top 40 and start recording them. Won several contests doing so, and free studio time with the contest. I won a contest sponsored by Peter Yarrow from Peter, Paul, and Mary way back in the day. He sponsored a contest, and I participated in that, and we became friends. We're a great man. And then from there, I signed to Warner Brothers as a Speck artist and did four recordings for them. And then from there, I went to A&M. And then my last recording for a label was RCA. And by then I had the band. And the band was, we got compared to the Pretenders a lot because it was a female fronted band, four males. The band was a wonderful experience, great individuals, killer players. And from there, I didn't want to do live shows that much anymore, and I didn't want to tour. We had a taste of it, and I did not care for it. So I signed with A&M Records, and I signed as a staff writer, producer. So I get to find artists, produce them, write for them, record at Studio C, and then A&M Records. And it was a 4-year contract. And I learned, interestingly enough, I learned a skill set because I was known as a project writer. People would say, "Oh, Beverly Hills 902 needs this." With my writing partner, Andrew Rubin, we'd write it, produce it, record it, write musicians. And it was different than writing from the heart, very different, which is what I was doing with the band and all of my career. But it was a great skill set. I continued on doing that, making my living as a songwriter. And the side business I had was vocal coaching, which I loved. It was just pure fun. I worked a lot with a lot of the Disney kids, some of which I've signed confidentiality agreements, so I can't mention their names, but some haven't, like Ricky Luna, who is in the new Mickey Mouse Club with Britney Spears, Ryan Gosling. And I worked with Ashley Tisdale from, as we all know, High School Musical. She was Sharpay, and an excellent student. And then I wasn't writing that much, except for commercials or jingles or whatever it was. I wrote a lot for TV and film. And then I moved to the desert a while back, out to Shelley Valley, and I started writing songs from the heart again. So it's pretty exciting. I've just got this whole, it's just different, than having to, there's nothing wrong with being a project writer, nothing. It's a good skill, it's a craft. I've been very blessed, but writing these songs now, like The Bottles on My Side, is a very different experience. When I write for, say, somebody says they need a country western song that's got to be a waltz time. Okay, that's one thing, and that is a skill. And what I have found with that skill is that I'm telling a narrative of either the producer, director, music supervisor to support a scene. That's how it goes. You have to get all of the right elements and sounds.
Mm-hmm.
So now that I'm writing, more just for me, in heart, it's my own narrative. I'm just having a blast. It's like whatever I want to write is what I write, and I like all my songs are stories. They're all stories, so really enjoy that.
Totally. I think that is what, music was meant to be. And, yes, you had an awesome time as a content writer, which I agree, super cool opportunity. But, you're not really writing for yourself at that point. You're writing for somebody else. Yes, that's fun, but you're not actually getting out what you want to get out. So having that opportunity to be an artist that you are the artist is fantastic.
Yeah, thank you so much. I'm telling you, not having to answer to an A&R
Mm-hmm.
person saying, we don't hear the single. Okay, I hear the single. I know what I'm writing is of quality, and it's just very different doing my own promotion with Dominic Friesen's help.
Mm-hmm.
It was just fantastic. So I'm glad that you get it. I'm glad that you truly, truly get it, and you're expressing for someone else.
Mm-hmm.
To get their ideas across, and then you pick up your guitar or hit the piano and something else comes out. It's nice.
Absolutely. So, I know you got a few things in the works right now. Do you want to tell us about any upcoming projects or releases you got, Shelley?
I'd love to. Thanks for asking. The single dropped, The Bottles on My Side. That dropped on July 29th. It's now doing really well on Instagram, doing really well on Spotify. And so I'm busy promoting and directing, listeners to the sites and things like that, which is, it's different for me. I've always had that done for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But it's great. I love it. It's a new challenge and I dig it. And I just finished a song called I'm Not the Marrying Kind. It's a country song. And it's being produced in Nashville. Just added a singer to it. I didn't want to sing on it. I wanted a different raspy kind of voice, and mine is more, I don't know, like Alison Krauss maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I think compared to her a lot. So The Marrying Kind will be coming out in the next 2 weeks. We'll do another release, and it's really, I'll sing a bit for you if you want me to.
Oh, sure. If you'd love to do that, go right ahead.
Sure. Let's see how this sounds, if it doesn't pick up some weird feedback. Let's see. Is the guitar picking up? I keep the key in my ignition, just in case you're wishing that I might stay over. Well, it ain't like that. I got the top down on my Cadillac, looking back, double yellow line screaming right back, right back. Oh, yeah, I got it, I get it. Every time I fall in love, it's only for a minute. Oh, yeah, I got it. Sorry if I didn't stop to say goodbye. I'm not the marrying kind, hoping that you'll find someone who will walk on down the aisle, wedding bells will chime. I'm at the Jackson County line, whoop, use a glass of wine. Radio is blasting Patsy Cline, I can't help it if I'm not the marrying kind. That's a little tidbitty.
Fantastic. That was awesome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you. It's not in my key. Sometimes I write and it's not in my key. And I also wanted a just a more of a Miranda Lambert voice. So I've got someone lined up right now to do that. The production is done of the song, the instrumental, and it sounds really, really solid. That was done in Nashville, and it's some great guitar playing, and real excited to release it. Real excited.
Very excited for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So where can people find you on social media if they want to check you out?
They can always go to my Facebook page, but I don't post every day my song. But Spotify, definitely. Just type in Spotify and the name of the song, The Bottle, '*S, The Bottle's on My Side. That'll come up. You can also purchase it at iTunes or listen to it on Apple Music. It's now on iHeartRadio. It's everywhere. It's like in Target. You can buy it in Target, which is great. I love Target. Nothing wrong with that. I love Target. So all of those venues are available for listeners.
Awesome. And Shelley, is there anything that I forgot to mention today that you would like to mention?
No, but I did want to explain about the song.
Yes, of course.
So I want to tell you that that's a story. I was at a party and I was sitting like hippie style across legs and started singing, and then some guy had come up to me before that and started telling me about my ex and how good he was doing. I was a youngster when this image occurred, when this setting was there, and so it came back later when I moved out here. I tend to I see images before I write a song. I see the whole story, and then I fill it in, and so that's what the song's about. It's about the one that got away, longing and remembering in a nice way. I was sitting there and I was not doing well in the industry. Well, it was a lull, let's just say. And, didn't have this relationship anymore and just feeling super lonely. And I looked, people were liking what I was doing as I was singing, and I saw to the right of me a bottle of whiskey. And I said to myself, that's going to be a good friend right now. The bottle's on my side. Because I didn't feel like I was so lonely. I felt like I didn't have anybody on my side. And while I'm not an alcoholic and don't drink hardly ever, it just seemed like a real good fit at the time, So I just wanted to put that out there as the genesis of the song.
Awesome. Shelley Ray Speck, thank you so much for taking the time to come on the Kayden Gordon Show, today's Best Country Mix. We appreciate your time so much. Thank you.
Thank you.